Raider Nation, what's the deal, man? Once again, it's your guy, Panama Fargo, and I'm back to y'all live with another episode of the Raider Rundown. Make sure y'all keep tapping on that like and subscribe button, man. Keep hitting that. Make sure that you keep sharing out the content, man. It's much appreciated. And you already know I'm going to keep it coming with more of that dope shit. So, without further ado, today what I want to get into is my top defensive tackle free agents, because free agency is right around the corner. March 13th, it opens up. So you know we got to holler about it. We got to talk about who's available and who the Raiders could potentially bring in. So without further ado, man, let's get into it. So I got 4 names for y'all, and we're going to count them down. And this goes from people I think that would be a good fit, and also at the same time bring the Raiders a little juice on that defensive line. So here we go. My number 4, I gotta go with Sheldon Richardson. Now, he played with the Jets, and he's a very good run stuffer. Not really in the pass rushing department. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get too much stellar play from that department, but he's a very solid run stuffer, very solid starter for you. You know what I mean? If you need somebody that's gonna come in and give you good starter level production, this is the guy for it. Nobody that's really too over the top, you know what I mean, in my opinion, but at the same time, somebody that's gonna give you real steady production. So that'll be my number 4 option. At number 3, I got Javon Jones from the Denver Broncos. Now, if we're gonna go from a guy that gives you pretty good run stuffing ability to a guy that gives you good pass rush ability. Now, he had 6.5 sacks coming in with the Denver Broncos, had a real good breakout season for them. You know what I mean? He shows some real stellar ability as far as getting after the quarterback, man. So that's what we've been missing here. But he did miss the last 4 games, I believe, due to injury. So keep that in mind. And his price tag is the same as my number 1 option. So stay tuned for the end of the list to see what my number 1 option is. But once again, if you're looking for some pass rush ability, this would be your guy. Pretty cheap, pretty young, by the way. You know what I mean? 26. So we'd get some good years out of him to sign him to a long-term thing. So that's my number 3. At number 2, I have Dalvin Tomlinson from the Minnesota Vikings. Now, we go from pass rush to another guy who's very stellar against the run. Now, he's not going to give you much in the pass rushing department. He's not really a get after the quarterback type of D tackle, but he's very stellar against the run. You know what I mean? Has a lot of tackles for loss in the backfield, and he really contributed to Minnesota's ability to try to stop the run. You know what I mean? So this guy has already played with Patrick Graham, I believe, at the Giants. So his familiarity with the system would be a good guy to plug in right away to let those linebackers that we acquire, you know what I mean, just roam and get to the middle, get in the backfield, you know what I mean, and make some moves back there. So this would be one of the dudes. Once again, not going to give you a lot in the pass rush department, but is a good guy to take up space, take up them double teams, and eat up some of that run cushion that we've been so lacking on that defensive line. So for my number 1 option, I got... Before I tell y'all my number 1 option, man, make sure y'all keep liking and subscribing to the content, man. You know what I mean? It's much appreciated. Everything y'all do helps me grow and helps me do what I want to do. So once again, keep liking, keep subscribing. Let's get back to the content. So my number 1 option is Javon Hargrave from the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, obvious choice. You know what I mean? He's coming in with 11.5 sacks from last year. Stellar season. Type of production the Raiders have been missing and needing in their D-line. So this would be a great addition. Now, it was reported yesterday, Tuesday, I believe, that his price tag is around $18 to $20 million, and so is Javon Jones. So keep that in mind. Javon Jones is 26, Javon Hargrave is 30. So, are we willing to give Javon Hargrave a $20 million tag when we can try to go younger and cheaper? Or around the same thing? You know what I mean? Who knows? But that's a good question to have. Y'all let me know down in the comments. But those are my top 4 defensive tackle, you know what I mean, acquisitions that we could be making once free agency does open up. I'm excited to see what the team does, excited to see who we add, and how we shape this roster, man. So that's my list, man. It's been real talking to y'all, and remember, man, I always keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown.